There's a lot to unpack in 1983's Mausoleum, available on Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. Let's get right to it. A young girl runs away at her mother's funeral, straight into the waiting arms of a completely unsecured mausoleum, lit in spooky red-green colors. Some things happen. The end result of whatever that was is that she's unleashed a spooky monster. Uh-oh. Cut to the future, and young Susan is a lady. But her doctor is still very concerned about her mental state. Not enough to actually do anything more than just see her for regular appointments, but still, there's concern. Susan and her husband, Marjoe Gortner, go out for dinner, where poor Dan Haggerty can't catch a break.
What are you looking at?
Where?
Here.
Just looking at the dance floor.
You were looking at her, weren't you? And this is the last time you're going to do this to me. When you take me, you look at me.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but you're always bitching about the same old shit.
There's some hot dancing and more Dan Haggerty getting in the way.
Come here.
Let
Why
go
waste the
of
dance,
me.
huh?
Leave me alone.
And then while leaving, Susan manages to destroy his toy car and burn him to a crisp. She's got spooky powers. Later, at home, Susan begins menacing the gardener with her breasts, after he menaces her with his inability to figure out shirts. It's worth mentioning that while Susan is a good-looking woman, like maybe Tanya Roberts' aunt or something, she's also just a lady. I'm not sure why every man in this thing is losing their mind trying to get a piece of her. So after a day of that dance, she finally has sex with the dude. Then she murders him. Well, that'll teach him. Also, I guess the film's tagline finally makes some sense.
I brought the estate papers you wanted.
Oh, my God.
Oh no, the estate papers.
I can't help you now.
Hell yeah, demons love to rock. Eventually, the demon that's apparently been inside her since that day in the mausoleum starts to take over more and more, prompting Susan's husband to call her shrink. Because that's what you do when your wife starts literally demoning out. As her doc tries to help her, she demons out even more, which he notes as being odd.
What? Kurt's penis?
As I was making a note about how this lady's boobs are like a character in this thing, they literally become a character in this thing. Like a porno King Ghidorah or something. This movie is wild, there's just so much of it I can't post because of reasons, but trust me, you need to see this. There's even a third act cat scare, which, fuck off, but I can't even be mad at this point. Mausoleum is a trip. Also, the film was literally a mafia tax dodge, and while I'm not endorsing such endeavors, at least the producers were like, hey, load this movie up with some crazy shit. I should also mention that Aunt Esther from Sanford & Son is in this, briefly, as the family housekeeper, and she's terrific.
Promises, promises. That's all they ever do is promise. Just promise all the time. That fool, I can't get him to see nothing. There's some strange shit going on in this house, and I know damn well it is.
As I've said before, a lot of the Vinegar Syndrome stuff to me is a bit dodgy, but when they come across one that's right up my alley, boy is it a home run, and Mausoleum is a trip.